not sick, get your ass to work, right?
That's sort of, well, everybody else has to do it.
Yep, exactly. And I think what it kind of provides is, the old, the social media saying where, everybody's a tough guy behind the keyboard, right? It's very easy to, not have to play off the emotions, and like I've seen some of those sessions where there's yelling and screaming, and let's face it, Trudeau's unhinged. He, like, if you have to force him behind a camera as opposed to having to be in front in there, he would say a lot less stupid shit in front of the camera as opposed to when he's in there. Because when he's in there, I can see it in his face. He has a hard time holding back some of the rhetoric and stuff that he normally does in front of the camera. Whereas when he's in front of you guys, he has to put on a brave face because his ego. Pierre said it in his interview with Jordan Peterson that he did last week. Like, he's an egomaniac. So when you force and as a martial artist, I understand this completely, because people walk into the gym and think they're tough guys all the time, and we get to humble them in a nice way. I don't beat the crap out of them, only a little bit, right? But I get to see ego in its front and center. Like, I'm so experienced in this game now that any average human being, when I walk on the street and I look at them and I have a 20-second conversation, I can tell automatically this person is trying to prove something. That guy has such a big ego. He has to be there, because if not, he can keep suppressing it behind the camera. You know what I mean?
What? We would probably be better off if there was more MMA fighters in the House of Commons. Not for the fighting part of it, but just from what you just described. I'm going to tell you something, and I'll be honest with you, and I'll be honest with your listeners. Yeah. The hardest part about politics is having the discipline to either take the higher road, go down the path of an issue that isn't popular, or just not saying the things that you want to say. Like, yeah. I've got a pretty open personality. I like to crack jokes, yeah. And having the discipline of not doing that on Twitter, or not doing that in response. I think is one of the toughest parts of you want to give the sarcastic answers because sometimes the response is so stupid or so so outrageous. But you just got to sort of take it on the chin and know that there is a goal in mind, and the goal is, in my case right now, it's lifting the mandates, it's stopping the restrictions, it's clearing our airports from a policy perspective, and me getting the shits and giggles on a quip back is not going to solve the problem.
Yeah, I know what you mean. It's hard. That's like I've been brought up the point before where, Ashton, you talk well, you should go into politics. There's a few reasons why I have a young family, so I don't know if I want to expose them to the dark side yet. And then also too, I have no filter. I'll say that's why I'm doing what I do. This is why I'm in fitness and in martial arts, and I do a podcast. So I don't think I would be able to sit there and look at that. Like, I have to give almost everybody in that house props, because they're like part of me in my head while he's talking. It's just like punch, 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 punch. We got like, I just want that's all they like, because of just how he is and how he carries himself and what he's done.